Have you ever wanted to speed up your workflow in Google Docs but found yourself stuck trying to figure out keyboard shortcuts? It can be frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to create custom keyboard shortcuts for changing text colors in Google Docs. I totally get it. Trying to customize your Google Docs experience can feel overwhelming, especially when you just want to make your text pop with a new color. You're not alone in this. Many users face similar challenges when trying to implement shortcuts. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How can I change the foreground color of selected text in Google Docs using a keyboard shortcut?" They mentioned they could set up the color change function, but struggled with the keyboard shortcut part. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? The user is trying to bind a keyboard shortcut to a function that changes text color, but they're unsure about where to place the code and how to activate it. Understanding the JavaScript code and Google Apps script can be tricky, but we'll break it down step by step. And stick around. I have a simple solution at the end that will make your Google Docs experience much smoother. You won't want to miss it. To begin, the user needs to place the keydown event listener in the correct location within their script. This should be done outside of the onOpen function to ensure it runs properly. Next, the user should understand what the document refers to in this context. In Google Apps script, the document is the active Google document where the script is running. Now let's address the sidebar activation. The user needs to ensure that the sidebar is open and active for the keydown event to work. This means they should click on the sidebar before using the keyboard shortcut. Finally, the user should test the keyboard shortcut after making these adjustments. They can do this by selecting some text and pressing Ctrl+Q to see if the color changes as expected. Fun fact, did you know that the first keyboard shortcuts were created in the 1980s? They were designed to help users navigate software more efficiently, just like we're doing today. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use a modelless dialog box instead of a sidebar. This dialog can be opened from the onOpen function or a menu item. The advantage of a modelless dialog is that it is smaller and can be moved anywhere on the screen. However, it requires clicking inside the dialog to set focus, which can be inconvenient. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution comes from a user who finds it cumbersome to click in the sidebar. They suggest using AutoHotkey, a scripting language for Windows, to create a custom keyboard shortcut. Their script checks if Google Docs is in full screen mode and then uses mouse clicks to change text colors based on the current text color. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always test your shortcuts after setting them up. This ensures everything works smoothly and saves you time in the long run. And there you have it. You now know how to create custom keyboard shortcuts for changing text colors in Google Docs. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips and keep experimenting with your Google Docs shortcuts.